to try and push it down the ground for one, and in doing so, possibly the ball can go to slip. Partnership 28 of 53 deliveries, not going anywhere yet. Early. A maiden, 58 for 2.
Good over by Shadab Khan. The run rate without much notice, just creeping up and at a lot of pressure on the two batters in the middle as well as the players in the hut. Cannot let the run rate leap over 8 runs. It's important these two players find some odd boundary against a single, show some urgency.
More spin. Salmanaga. Just wonder whether you get the same sort of movement from that far end. Some offies. I'll field it. The big fast bowler got down well there. That had beaten him, it would have raced away for 4.
100%. Did really well, Shine Shah Freddy. It was skidding off the outfield. But in the end, brilliant. That's like what you'd want to see from a big fast bowler.
And again, he needs to get his length right here. Again, that field with the long off.
As get the best fielder possible, by all means. The right-hand Rian Hassan, there's no slip field in the offside. Babar Azam shifting across to the leg gun. It'll tell me that the line will be middle and leg stump.
The first real show of intent here. This is the bowler. Surely this is the bowler that Afghanistan will look at. Squeezed away, that'll be one more.
Right option taken by Riaz Hassan. He's trying to go over mid-off. The first delivery, smashed it really well, but only found the fielder. Second, it was in the arc, but it was 2-4. Good getting through some cheap overs, Pakistan.
Just 2 from that over, and that required rate now touches 7. 60 for 2. Did well to get to 268. Pakistan, Rizwan and Baba were very watchful up front, and then the acceleration took place, and Agar and Nawaz, their partnership was instrumental.
Give you a small lead. Last 30 deliveries, just 8 runs scored. That's how well Pakistan have bowled. And for me, these two batters,
Shahid Kamal. So 2 left-handers at the crease now. We might see a whole heap of wrong-uns bowled here by Shadab. But he is going absolutely nowhere. He's bowled 4 overs, he's gone for 9 runs. He really is spinning it. These are perfect conditions for the leg spinner. And we did say that throughout the Lankan Premier League he had actually got tougher to bat at night. So often that isn't the case in day-night fixtures when there's a little bit of dew around, the ball skips on nicely and batters love it. But here, it has not been the case in the last few weeks. It has become harder and harder. We've seen the seamers getting uncomfortable bounce, and now we're seeing the spinners getting plenty of turn.
Shahid Kamal is a good player. Did saw him during the ACC Imagine Asia Cup. Played really well. Played some important knocks, bowled well as well. And he's here. Riyaz Hassan was trying to up the ante, trying to go probably over mid-wicket. The slot sweep, just getting the top edge. And a good catch, Fakhar Zaman. Never easy under lights. Dark skies, to run forward the way he did. Kept on his eyes and did the damage.
Nicely bowled. Right, now does it fall on the captain? And when I say up the ante, I'm not saying you need to slog, but they need to get a little bit busier. So maybe a little lap where you could possibly get 2. The Afghan all-rounder, Gulbuddin Naib, was very good with the ball. Finds himself walking in at number 6, so still no Mohammad Nabi, which is a bit surprising. I'm surprised that Nabi hasn't walked in, to be honest. I know, he's the most experienced player. Gulbuddin's only just come into the side. Afghanistan, but just drafted into the starting 11 now.
A great opportunity for him. He's having a tough battle with Ismatullah Mirzai as the seam bowling all-rounders berth. Bowled well, 9 overs for 36.
Well, maybe that is why he's been sent in. Into the 21st, 61 for 4.
Bowled well for his 9 overs, 36 for 1, and he's here because Afutullah Shahidi with mid-on up, mid-wicket up, just couldn't clear it. High in the bat, the pace off the pitch was quite quick from Shadab Khan. And Imamul Haq is an awkward height, made it look so easy. Got a start, but just couldn't kick on. The Afghan skipper.
Yep, it skipped on. It just got onto him a little bit too quickly and hit high up on the back. No power. He looked disappointed, didn't he, the Afghanistan captain? But 13 of 31. I honestly think he was starting to pile more pressure on his team. I mentioned to you a little earlier when you said that they need to hang in there and knock it around and make sure that when they get to the last 10 or 15 overs that they need 7 and over. Well, what number are we talking now?
Someone has a player blinder, out of their skin. That's exactly what they will need. Now with the bowling attack what Pakistan possesses, even a left-arm spinner yet to go. That's a great bowling lineup. Remember, 2 of their frontline bowlers, quicks, aren't playing either. They would have been licking their lips looking at the pitch, the way it's bouncing, seaming to have a ball in this.
Rizwan thinks that this just hits the pad first. I'm not sure it is. I think his bat might just clip his pad. But I don't think the ball hits the pad first. And Babar Azam agrees with me.
Close to that pad. Replay will show us.
So it is Mohammad Nabi that makes his way to the middle now. The most experienced player in the Afghan lineup. I was a little bit surprised that he didn't walk in earlier. Strike rate of 85, which is very impressive in one-day international cricket. But he has batted up and down the batting order at various positions over the course of his career. This was a good catch. There was quite a thick outside edge here. Yep, snaffles it. I got you.
Delivery. Babar Azam brings himself to the slip area. It's a good thinking. I think the short fine leg fielder is moving across to the car point area. Down is going to be the one with going with the arm. I think 3 times the fielder, I think it's Shaud Shakil. Was it fine leg, car point in the end? Babar Azam makes up his mind. It's going to be a car point fielder.
Actually surprised at this field. So he's got 5 on the offside and 4 on the leg side on a surface that is actually turning quite significantly. I would not be against the man at backward point moving into fielding position on the leg side, maybe even leg slip. If Nabi tries to get the ball behind point, he could lose his stumps.
Exactly for that, I think. HD. One goes with the arm. 22 gone. 62 for 5. Good point you made. Brought up, HD. It was a ranked turner. And Salman Aga likes to turn the ball much. I think he just likes to fire it in. And most of the time when you bowl in that line, cow point, even a forward defense goes to that area. A thick outside edge will be a boundary. But that's a risk that Babar Azam don't want to take. But I'm with you. Would like to see, especially with Mohammad Nabi, just into the crease, a leg gully, playing with his mind, playing with his ego.
So Shahid has had to watch the carnage from the other end here. He's 2 of 4 deliveries, the left-hander. And this keeps happening. You can also understand he wants to play the game at his pace.
Right, temptation for Shahid. Down up, mid off up. He'll take it up. First ball shot up, Khan googly. Invitation is being offered.
The problem for Afghanistan is they've lost 3 quick wickets, one at 60, one at 61 and one at 62. So these 2 now almost need to try and rebuild, and in doing that, that required rate will go up even further. So the rebuild still needs to, there still needs to be runs scored. Can't just back the ball back.
Benefit for all our viewers. Last 30 deliveries, 4 runs and 3 wickets. That's how well Pakistan have bowled. And the Afghans are bad. Unfortunately, got to say this. They've been completely bamboozled by spin at both the ends.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. And I don't think it's been the easiest pitch, the easiest one-day pitch to bat on. It took a real gritty performance from Babar Azam and from Mohammad Rizwan to give them that platform which allowed them that acceleration towards the back end. But it wasn't easy. And it continues to be tough.
I think that's why HD, after today, most likely Pakistan will be the #1 team in the world. Going gets tough to senior players, put their hands up, get the job done, takes responsibility.
So just a single off that over. That's 23 gone now. Afghanistan are chugging along. That's 63 for 5. 63 for 5. 206 still needed. 27 overs left. Pakistan have done well here today, as the previous crew were just saying. Good fight back with the bat. Got more runs than maybe they would have expected halfway through the innings.